Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Fitria Wulandari from 5BC class. Today, I would like to share you all about research methodology material. The title is Variables and Their Types. And here, I will explain more about continuous variable. What is continuous variable? Continuous variable is the variable that can only assume unlimited or infinite number of different responses. So it means that continuous variable is represented by unlimited number. What are the examples of this variable? Here we have 4 examples of continuous variable. They are height, weight, age, and the last is temperature. And then what's the real example? Let's say when someone asks you about your age, the answer might be I am 20 years old, 8 months, 15 days, and so on. And also it can be an example of someone who is on her diet. She will check her weight right every morning. The what we call in the scale, it might be appear about 52.90 or 51.40 and so on. That's the example of a continuous variable. So the number is unlimited. And here we have a scale of measurement. In this variable, the ratio scale and also the interval scale are being used. What are the ratio scale and interval scale mean? Let's take the definitions of scale mean. Ratio scale mean. Ratio scale is type of variable measurement scale which is quantitative in nature. Ratio scale has an absolute zero characteristic. It has order and equally distinct value between units. The 0-point characteristic makes it relevant or meaningful to say one object has twice the length of the other, or it twice as long. What we mean by this is that, let's take an example from the age. 40 years, someone is 40 years old is twice as old as 20 years old. Someone is 20 years old is twice as old as 10 years old. So the ratio in this ratio scale makes sense. Meanwhile, the interval scale is a quantitative measurement scale where there is order. The difference between the two variables is meaningful and equal, and the presence of zero is arbitrary. It measures variables that exist along a common scale at equal interval. Let's take an example from the temperature. 40 degrees is not twice as hot as 20 degrees, and 60 degrees is not twice as hot as 30 degrees. So this is the scale, and the zero is not an absence. I think that's all about continuous variable. I hope you can understand and get this material. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.